So, do you know you can actually use ChatGPT to create content that resonates with the recruiter? I know it's surprising, but whether you are working in IT, you are working as a tester, you are working in digital marketing, you are working social media, you are working SEO, you might be working anywhere in whatever designation that you are working. And what you need to know is recruiters are searching using keywords. Because they're using keywords, most of the recruiters are trained to ask specific set of questions at a filtering out level, which is the starting level. So those filtering out level, we learned about those 12 content bucket ideas that we can use to influence recruiters in our last video. And in this video, I will teach you how do you use ChatGPT to keep on creating more and more content till you get the right offer and you get the right dream job that you are looking for. So let's go to ChatGPT. Now on ChatGPT, what I tried doing today, and you will be really surprised. I was looking for, I'm looking for because I've been into client servicing and advertising. Hence, I was looking to prepare myself for a role of director client servicing in an ad agency or digital marketing agency. I thought if ChatGPT could help me. So what I did was I just went to ChatGPT and I typed out, "Can you give me 20 interview questions that can actually help me to prepare for the interview?" Although I don't have this particular interview, but I just thought let's check out what ChatGPT is going to give me. I have approached interviews at AD level, so I predominantly understand the type of questions and the level perfection of questions. So these are pretty good questions, I must say. Can you walk me through experience in client servicing and advertising? How do you approach building and maintaining strong client relationships? What strategies do you employ to ensure client satisfaction and retention? Can you discuss a challenging client situation you successfully resolved and how did you handle it? How do you prioritize client needs and manage multiple accounts simultaneously? So each and every question talks about how do you do those things, what metrics or KPIs do you use to measure the success of client servicing efforts, how do you stay updated with industry trends and incorporate them into client strategies. Can you share an example of a successful client campaign you led from idea to execution? How do you collaborate with internal teams, creative, marketing, sales to deliver exceptional client service? What experience do you have in managing client budgets and forecasting revenue? How do you handle challenging clients or situations where client expectations may not align with the project scope or resources? Can you discuss a time when you had to upsell or cross sell additional services to a client? How did you approach it? How do you ensure effective communication and alignment between clients and internal stakeholders throughout a project lifecycle? Can you describe your approach to client feedback and incorporate it into future strategies? How do you adapt your client servicing approach to different industries or target audiences? What steps do you take to mitigate risk or prevent potential issues in client projects? Can you discuss a time when you had to navigate a crisis or manage client expectations? No, right. So, and these are behavioral questions. Tell me about the time when you had to handle a difficult client. How did you approach the situation and what was the outcome? Can you describe a project where you had to juggle multiple clients simultaneously? How did you prioritize the task and ensure all clients were satisfied? Discuss a situation where you had to persuade a hesitant client to invest in additional services or upgrades. How did you approach the conversation? Share an experience where you had to resolve a conflict within your team while working on a client project. How did you address the situation issue and maintain team cohesion? Can you recall a time when you had to deliver bad news or communicate a setback to a client? How did you handle the situation? Now, all these questions, and I must say, ChatGPT has been able to deliver it to perfection and perfection, just superb. So, you can use it to prepare for your interview. That's what I was trying to do. But then I went ahead and told ChatGPT to give me answers. The answers were not to that extent great because ChatGPT obviously doesn't know who I am and what I do. But I believe this is where I started doing another experiment. Now, this interesting experiment is I got all the answers. What I did was now act as a LinkedIn coach and help me to write a LinkedIn update using this content, and I put the question and answer. It gave me the update. I was still not satisfied, so I told ChatGPT, now share me, instead of a para, give me in different lines with space and give me in story format. So excited to share my journey in client servicing within advertising and digital marketing industries. Over the past 20 days, I have navigated. So now here I am getting the framework. Now I can use this framework, put a story, and boom, you have a story created. I'll show you one more thing. You'll just love it. I know that. Let's see this. Hmm, please help me to create a LinkedIn post update using this. So certainly, so let's make it simple. Certainly, closer internal. Okay, let's put some story. Can you research challenge resolve? How did you handle it? So if a conflict or yes, is a peer effort and peers for the synchronous is always royally and just not real client felicity. It is also about our teams on FIL city. Anyway. Sharing a recent trump in client service. In the previous role, we faced a challenge when the client expressed dissatisfaction with the campaign's initial results. Now, I took proactive steps, scheduling a meeting to understand the concerns, reassess goals, and propose strategy adjustments. By fostering collaboration with our team and tapping into additional resources, we not only resolve the issue but exceed the client's expectations, strengthening our partnership. Conflict resolution, both clients and internally, is an integral to successful client servicing. Here, I just need to give the story more in detail, and boom, my update is done. So you can start using, and this is where I realize कि if there is a CFO or there is a CEO of a company or there is a founder who's looking for client service director profile, they will be searching for these questions somewhere, whether on LinkedIn or whether on YouTube, whether on LinkedIn. And imagine they come across your profile, half of your battle is won. They will go across other posts, and as you have answered all these particular posts, these are the questions they have in their mind, and most of them you have already answered. If you have already answered it, your work is done. You don't need to do anything, and the hiring will be much easier. I am going to try this, and let's see what happens. Okay, for next, not next week, week after that, I'm going to create a series of posts, and I'm going to move and see whether I get some particular recruiter to call me or somebody to drop me a message about they are looking for some opportunity. Wouldn't it be interesting? Let's check out. Thank you.